Welcome to another Math Ninja Pro video.
In this next video, we are going to do two more examples on how to factorize using the multiplication frame. So let's look at our first example, x squared plus 7x plus 12. Alright, the x squared term in this case is just 1x squared, so let's put it into our yellow box. And our constant term in this case is 12. So let's put that into our green box. And finally, we have 7x. So what we know is that the two gray boxes must add up to 7x. Now let's try to find our factors. Okay, we know for sure that x times x is definitely going to give us x squared. Alright, how can we get 12? There are many ways we can get 12. For example, 12 can be 1 times 12. It can also be 2 times 6. It can also be 3 times 4. Which combination will give us 7x? Right, let's try maybe 2 times 6. If we have 6 here and 2 here, in our first gray box, we are going to have 6 times x, which is 6x, and 2 times x, which is 2x. Will 6x and 2x add up to 7x? I'm afraid not. So therefore, I do not think 6 and 2 can be our answer. Alright, so let's try 3 and 4. If I have 3 and 4, now let's check what should be in my gray box. I will have 3 times x, which is 3x, and 4 times x, which is 4x. Will 3x and 4x add up to 7x? The answer is yes. So therefore, the factors must be x plus 3 times x plus 4. Notice that we have rewritten x squared plus 7x plus 12 into a product of its factors x plus 3 and x plus 4. In this next example, we have x squared plus x minus 6. So again, we will see that what we have as the x squared term is just 1x squared. So let's put it in our yellow box. How about the constant term? Our constant term is negative 6, so let's put that into the green box. And then, what do we have in our gray boxes? We know for a fact that we need to get positive 1x in the two gray boxes. Alright, so let's try to guess what would be the factors. We know for sure that x times x is going to give us x squared. How can we get negative 6? Right, we can get negative 6 in many different ways. For example, negative 6 can be negative 1 times 6. It can even be negative 6 times 1. It can also be negative 3 times 2 or negative 2 times 3. So as you can see, there are a few combinations that we need to test out. So let's try to make some intelligent guesses. If we use negative 1 and 6, you will see that it is impossible to get 1x in the end because you are going to get 6x and negative 1x. No matter how you add or subtract, 6 and 1 is never going to give you 1. So I would probably go with 3 and 2. But should we use negative 3 times 2 or should we use negative 2 times 3? Okay, so let's just try. Alright, let's try negative 3 and 2. If we use negative 3 and 2, what we will have in our first gray box is negative 3x. In our second gray box, it would be 2x. When we add them together, negative 3x plus 2x will give me negative x, not positive x. So therefore, this is an incorrect combination. So let's try instead -2 and 3. If we have -2 and 3, can you see that in my first grey box I would have -2 times x, which is -2x, and 3 times x, which is 3x. When I add the two grey boxes together, I will get -2x plus 3x, which is equal to x. So therefore, I have found my factors. My factors would be x minus 2 times x plus 3.
Remember to like, subscribe, and keep coming back for more Ninja level math videos.